What is skew and why does it matter? In the social sciences, many variables follow the normal curve. If you don't remember what that is, please review that video first. But sometimes a variable follows a curve that approximates or is mostly normal. But there are some very high or very low values that pull the mean in the direction of those values. When the mean is pulled to the left by low values, it's called negative skew. If the mean is pulled to the right by high values, it's called positive skew. The mean is either much too high or low because of a few values that don't really represent your data. Remember, in a traditional normal distribution, the mean, median, and mode are the same. In a skewed distribution, the mean is pulled toward the end or tail of the distribution with the few very high or very low values. Income is a classic example. There is a lower limit. We won't call debt income, but there's ostensibly no upper limit to income. For income, a few very high values can artificially inflate the mean. So let's imagine that I want to see the average income of former students of my sister-in-law's high school class at Marshall High School in Los Angeles, just to see how they're doing. So I take a random sample of household incomes, and let's say I shorten that list to 10 for sake of example. In 2015, the median household income of all Americans was about $53,657, just as on our list. But look at the mean. In our example, the mean would be $2,947,512.30. That hardly reflects our sample. The fact that Leonardo DiCaprio attended her high school is inflating the average income to make those who attended appear more successful than they actually are. In situations with skew, the median rather than the mean is reported. Remember, the median is not sensitive to outliers. No matter how much more money Leo makes, the median will give a more accurate representation than the mean. What about when you're involved in data collection? What's the protocol, or what should you do if you have a few very high or very low values that are impacting your data? You as a researcher will need to decide which strategy is best for you. For example, in our own work, we evaluated the effectiveness of new teaching tools for 2 sections of an engineering class. One served as the experimental and one as the control. Students who didn't complete the course were eliminated from our analysis. This is because their scores reflected a lack of attendance, not whether or not the treatment worked. In other cases, you might need to weight your data. We'll discuss this in a different video. So to sum it up, skew is when a few high or low values that impact the mean artificially inflate or reduce it in a way that impacts the accuracy of your data. To deal with skew, you might need to use a median instead of the mean, eliminate some values, or weight or adjust your data.